Good afternoon from AFL House, where plenty of the media await a decision from the AFL and the Essendon Football Club as to what the sanctions will be relating to the Essendon Football Club's supplements program of 2012. I'm Shane McInnes from 3AW. Peter Hanlon from The Age is here with me. And Pete, we've been waiting 4 hours today, that on top of 13 hours yesterday, but it seems the end of the line could be in sight. Our colleague Caroline Wilson reporting earlier today that the AFL had laid down a deadline. Speculation that could be mid-afternoon, but all the pressure, I should say, seems to be on the Bombers at the moment.
Yeah, there seems to be some movement, doesn't it, Shane? Not only in the fact that the journos have put the footy away and seem to be getting towards, there's rumours of a 3 p.m. sort of announcement. I'm not sure whether that's going to come to fruition, but the AFL, as Caroline Wilson has reported, have upped the ante and given a deadline to Essendon. They want this sorted out today. They want them to accept the sanctions or run the risk of those sanctions becoming far more severe.
Let's talk about the importance of the AFL settling this today. Firstly, in terms of Essendon's premiership points, or as has been reported, just being barred from contesting this year's final series. Of course, that has huge ramifications. Carlton, North Melbourne, Brisbane, I think even Adelaide can play finals. Going into the final round of the home and away season, you want to be prepared to know, hold on, am I a chance to play next week? Because that changes every club's thinking.
Absolutely. If you're a footballer at round 23 stage of any season, you are not in ideal physical shape, you're hurting. You want to actually be knowing whether you're running around this weekend with a view to it being your last game or whether you're still alive or a chance to be alive come the following week. They have to get this sorted out.
James Hird's sanction seems a real sticking point. We've been hearing for days now that it's expected to be a 12-month ban. We saw him last night, looked a shattered man. Even this morning at his house, he didn't say anything to the media, and he's been really good with the media throughout this whole process. But you get the feeling the wording is going to be key to this, because all along he said, we did not cheat. And if the AFL has put something about cheating and performance-enhancing drug use in that charge, he's not going to sign off on that.
He's got his reputation on the line going forward as he's one of the greats of the game, and this can tarnish it forever. So James Hird is rightfully being very careful as to what he actually puts his hand up and admits to. The wording is the sticking point. Whether Essendon go it alone and say we'll accept the AFL sanctions on the table before us and say to James, well, you're free to pursue it from here, that's a possibility that might still come to fruition.
It does seem that Essendon could accept the premiership points, the draft picks, the $2 million fine, and the 1-year ban for James Hird. Even if James Hird goes, I don't like this, the club could accept it on his behalf.
Yeah, it does sound that way for sure.
It just continues to evolve. Yesterday we thought we'll definitely have a result, particularly on the club sanctions. Is there any doubt at all that this may not be wrapped up today, even with a deadline?
I don't think we can guarantee anything at this point. I've just parachuted in today, but there's a lot of really sore and tired bodies here who were here for 14 hours yesterday. I get the feeling, though, that the AFL, for all the reasons we've discussed, with regard to the finals primarily, they want that element of this out of the way and resolved today at the very least, and then perhaps they can push everything else to one side and say we'll deal with it later.
It's an amazing story that continues to unfold. The media are on standby here at AFL House. People have the latest on The Age, and of course you can read it in tomorrow's Age newspaper and at The Age online. We'll keep you up to date on 3RW online and of course on air. I'm Shane McInnes from AFL House. We'll have more soon.